I'm vlogging. It's boring. I'm Colleen. That's you, Mommy.
Hello, welcome to the day that is today. I'm outside, I'm with Flynn. We're going to cut some artichokes because they're ready, so we need to make these artichokes. Ooh, the roses are a-bloomin'. Maybe we should make a bouquet too, Flynn. There's some beautiful roses happening right now. So we need artichokes and we're gonna make a little flower bouquet. Let's go. Flynn's filming. Right, Flynn?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, she's a beauty. Let's go find another one. This is the biggest artichoke I've ever seen in my whole life. Oh my gosh. This is as big as my head. That's Cuckoo Pants Crazy Town. How do they look?
Pretty good.
You know what else we should get is a lemon. Got a lemon. We're ready for dinner. Look at all of these beautiful freaking flowers. So I'm gonna make myself a little bouquet for the kitchen. Isn't this so gorgina? Hello, luckiest woman alive alert that my backyard looks like this. I feel so lucky. Spring is springin'. This is what I've got so far.
Get
that
red rose.
Okay, Flynn wants me to get the red rose. We gotta get the red rose. I am done picking flowers. And there's so many flowers in my backyard that it doesn't even look like I picked anything, which is amazing. So hopefully I can make a pretty bouquet out of all the flowers I just got. Hello? Oh my gosh, this is gorgina. I certainly don't know what I'm doing. I'm not a florist, but like my backyard just gives me the most beautiful flowers in the universe. This is from Flowers in My Backyard. Are you joking? We have taken the children to the creek so they can throw rocks in the water because that's one of their favorite things to do. Well, it's one of Wesley's favorite things to do. Let's go.
We're in the water.
Throw the stick in the water?
Walk over the water. 1, 2, 3. Monsters are in the crowd over them. Monsters are in cracking. Whoa! Dada! Make it land. Mommy, look at all the fish.
You ready, Wesley?
Whoa! You can't catch me. Oh, make it land.
Oh!
Whoa, land.
There's beautiful rocks. Hey y'all, my name is the most impatient person who ever lived. What's your name? I'm about to open up some rocks that I definitely should not open up yet. One of these tumblers is full of rocks that should be polished, but I should really honestly leave them in for a few more days, so I'm impatient and checking to see if they're polished early. And the other one is rocks that I literally put in this tumbler yesterday. It's those magical blue rocks. I crushed up this beautiful big blue rock at my mom's house that my mom had found many, many years ago, and I don't even really know what the rock is, but I love it and I'm obsessed with it. And I started tumbling this yesterday and I just want to see what the progress is. Like every day I want to like look at it because I'm so excited because it's just a different type of rock that I've never tumbled before. So I'm going to just take a look at this one. And this one I'm checking to see if they're polished. All right, I'm going to take a couple out, rinse them off and see how they look. Okay, they're not ready. Dang it. So now I'm going to check on the blue rocks. Okay, they kind of look exactly the same as they did yesterday. Sorry, my dirty hands, but they're not as sharp. They're gonna need to be in the tumbler for like at least a week. But anyway, I'm just so excited. I couldn't wait. Bye, girls. See you in a week. We're coloring, and Wesley just found this in my office, and he wants me to open it. It's a Coca-Cola lip gloss. Actually, it's a chapstick. And Mama's gonna try first, okay? And then Wesley turn.
I finished.
I love it. They've obviously never had Coke before that I can remember. I don't think so. If they did, it was an accident. So this is what it looks like, and you open it up like that. So it's a lipstick. You wanna try?
I want to make up.
Okay. Do you like it? Does it taste good?
Yeah.
It smells and tastes like the flavor of Coke, but you know how like candies and things have a flavor? Like banana flavor doesn't actually taste like banana.
I try?
Yes, Macy's turn. Good sharing, Wes. You like it?
No, it's talking it. Share with me that share.
Yeah, you're gonna share, that's right.
Mikey did it.
She did?
What's your turn?
Good sharing, guys.
Where's the hat to turn?
Yeah.
My turn or where's your turn? It's
Yeah.
everybody's.
Yeah, it's everybody's turn, that's right.
What's the hat to turn? Why are they doing it?
Kind of tricky, huh? Oh, you did it!
Mikey did it! Yeah!
Yay, Maisie!
What's Mikey's turn?
Yeah, good sharing.
Yeah, you did it! You did it! What's Macy's turn? Thank you. I did it. Yeah, yeah. It's your turn. Thank you. Is it Macy's turn? What's this Macy's turn yet? Baby!
Hi, buddy. So we decided to go to the sea center today and look at some fish and different sea creatures. Flynn had a class, so I just took the twins and they had so much freaking fun. They'd been before, but I think they just forgot it or something because they acted like they'd never seen this place before in their lives, and they were having the best day ever. So here are the starfish, or sea stars, I guess is what they're called now. But yeah, it was super fun. I'm really, really glad we went. It was just a really, really lovely day. The twins had so much fun, and look, it's me. So fun at the sea center. Look at all the sea animals. Good. What are you doing? What's that?
You want to pet him?
You want to pet him?
Yeah. I want to have it.
You want to have it?
Yeah.
Lucy, what is that?
I
think they're called sea stars now. They changed it on us.
I see dogs.
Starfish? Okay. One of my favorite things in the world that my kids say, or the twins used to call octopus occitus, and it was like my favorite thing in the world. They say occitus. Maisie still does, but Wesley says octopus now. Hello everybody. I feel like this vlog is all over the place and I don't even know what I have filmed and I don't know what's on this video, but anyway, it is midnight and I'm making cookies because obviously I have peanut butter cookie dough right here. And I'm just gonna make little cookie dough balls and I'm going to add chocolate chips on top of the cookie dough balls because there's no better combination than chocolate and peanut butter, right? I also have a healthy snack, these little snap peas to like even out the fact that I'm about to eat 10 dozen cookies. You know who loves these snap peas? Wesley. Pickiest eater in the whole world. I can barely get that kid to eat a chicken nugget, and he loves a snap pea. It's like his favorite freaking treat. Although he's convinced they're beans and not peas. He likes to open them up, and he won't eat the shell. He only eats the beans. So he says he opens them up to find the little peas inside. He goes, "Wow, beans!" And then just like gobbles them up. He loves them. Anyway, this vlog is all over the place. I know that, but I was reading comments on a vlog the other day, and when my mom showed me that blue rock that she found, I'm pretty confident that it's sodalite. And I said that in the video that I thought it was sodalite, but there were a lot of comments saying that thought it was lapis lazuli, and I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. That is another type of blue rock, I guess, and I looked it up, and it does look a lot like lapis lazuli, or whatever the heck that's called. However, one defining feature between the lapis lazuli rock and the sodalite rock is that sodalite can be translucent or transparent, and lapis lazuli, I guess, is always opaque, and you can't shine light through it. So that means that my blue rocks that I found couldn't be lapis lazuli because I can shine a light through most of them, which leads me to believe it actually is sodalite. But I don't know, guys. I don't know. I just love that rock so much. I just want to know what it is. So most of my comments were about that blue rock and how people thought it was lapis lazuli or whatever. But I did see a comment from Caitlin. Caitlin said, "Tortilla Talk question, can you tell us more about when you worked at Disney? I'm about to start my second Disney college program in Florida. I'm hoping to be in entertainment one day." I feel like I've already said everything I could possibly say about working at Disney, but I'm always happy to talk more. You guys, I'm running so low on chocolate chips. This is embarrassing. Disney's usually always full of chocolate chips in my house. I really genuinely did love working at Disneyland so much, and I miss that job a lot. I think about it all the time. I was in High School Musical 3, The Parade. I was a singer in that show, and then I was also in a show called Playhouse Disney Live on Stage. Oh my god, I never said the time for the cookies! How long has it been? I don't know. Oh my god. Drama. T. I'm an idiot. Frick, I'm a freaking idiot. Oh my god. I do this all the time. Like, I put things in the oven and then I won't set a freaking timer. Oh my god, the drama. What was I talking about? Remember. Disneyland. Yeah. So, what was I saying though? I don't remember. But I really loved working there, and we did 6 shows a day, and it was really fun. I loved it. I'm trying to think of things that people might not know. We had people who came to the parks dressed like regular old like tourists. They just looked like people who were in the parks to have fun and just like enjoy a day. But they were actually there to kind of judge us. So in the jobs that I did, especially High School Musical, we never really felt secure in our jobs because you're basically always auditioning. Like every single performance was an audition because you never knew if there's going to be someone in the audience that was there to judge you and see if they wanted to keep you in the show or not. And also, even if you did know if someone was there that day, you didn't know which of the 6 shows they were going to. And you didn't know what they looked like because they just looked like a tourist. They just dressed like, I mean, they were like, I don't know. I don't even know what they were. They could have been wearing Mickey ears for all I know. I have no idea because they literally dress like tourists. They try to blend in. They don't want to look like an employee. By the way, this was over 15 years ago that I worked, 16, 17 years ago, I don't remember, but it was a long time ago that I worked there. So I don't know if all these things still apply. One thing that was weird about it, and I don't know if this is typical for a lot of like jobs, because I've only ever been a nanny and I've worked in restaurants. I've worked for like kids' birthday parties. I worked at a humane society. I've worked at like theater camps, churches, and I've been like an editor. I've had a lot of weird random jobs. But anyway, I've never had another job that did this one thing where you could not be like a literal minute late to work. Don't remember like the consequences, but I feel like there was like really big consequences if you came late to work, like even a singular minute. You got like 3 strikes or something like that, and then you get in like huge trouble, you get fired. Like I just remember that being a really big deal, and I don't remember the specific rules about it. I just remember always being terrified that I was going to be late because you get in huge freaking trouble. Also, when I worked there, you have to park in this employee parking lot that was pretty far from the parks. I mean, it wasn't like 20 miles. It was probably like a mile away from the parks, 2 miles, something like that. But you had to park in this parking lot very far, in my opinion, from the parks, and then you had to get on a bus that would take us all the way to like where we'd get off to go to work at the parks. So that was tied into making sure you weren't late because you had to get to work like at least like a half hour before your shift started because you had to park at this parking lot far away, and then you had to wait for the bus. And sometimes the buses came every 5 minutes. Sometimes they took 15 minutes to come, so you never knew what to expect. You had to get to work so freaking early just to not be late because there were such big consequences if you were late. So that was like, I remember that being very stressful. And I don't know if that's how it is still, obviously, but I just remember that being a thing. One really fun thing about working at Disneyland, I mean, there's a lot of fun things, but one thing that I really loved about it is that like, obviously I could go into the park whenever I wanted because I was an employee. So sometimes on like a lunch break or after my shift was over, I would just go into the parks, go get dinner. Like I went on a date in the parks once, like after a shift, like me and this boy like went on a date and we went to like, anyway, but that's a whole other story. But you can like on your lunch break, like there were times where on my lunch break, I would go into the park and get like a corn dog or like a churro or cotton candy or whatever. We go into the parks, like ride rides and then go backstage. So that was kind of fun and cool. Something else that I didn't know about the parks until I worked there is that you rehearsed everything in like big warehouses, in studios, in rehearsal rooms that Disney owns. And then once it was like pretty much we were done, it was ready, we were ready to open the show. The morning of the first parade or whatever, we would get to the park like literally when it got dark, and we would perform and rehearse the show all through the night while the park was closed. And that was very weird. Like no one was there. To be at Disneyland when no one was there was very freaking weird. I don't know. I'm trying to think of other secrets I have from working at Disneyland. Oh my God. I'm trying to give you guys all this freaking tea. I just remembered something. When I worked at the parks, we got, I think, 16 sign-ins. I could sign 3 people in 16 different times in a year. So I'm pretty sure that's what it was. And I would always use it on my family. Like my family wanted to come watch me perform all the time. So like I pretty much used all of my passes on my family every single time. Well, anyway, one rule that they had back then was that obviously you cannot sell those passes. Like that is for family and friends only. And so if you were caught getting paid for those tickets, like you would get fired. Like it was a big no-no. And I never knew anyone who got fired from it, but like some people in my casts had friends, they'd sign in their mom or whatever, and then their mom would like give them money just to like, because they're their mom, be like, here, I'm giving you $100 or whatever, because they love them, like not because it was an exchange of money for tickets or whatever. But there was one of those Disney like secret cast members at the front gates of Disneyland watching employees sign people in. And I guess this secret Disney employee looked like a tourist and was watching and saw this employee sign in her family, and then saw her family like give her some cash, and she got in huge trouble. And I'm pretty sure she got fired, but I don't remember. I'm pretty confident that girl got the boot. But because of that story, I was always really, really terrified whenever I signed in my family and friends. Like I was like, don't hand me anything when we get in the park. Like do not give me even like a backpack, a present, a Mickey ears. Like give me nothing. Like once you get in the park, like you can't hand me anything. Oh my gosh, I think Maisie just woke up. Shoot. She's just talking in her sleep. Macy talks in her sleep quite a lot. I just heard her say, stop it. Okay, I think she's back to sleep. Anyway, she had so much fun at the Sea Center. Both of the kids did. The twins had so much freaking fun at the Sea Center today. Glenn was out of class, so it was just the twins. We've been before with them, but it was a long time ago, so I think they just forgot. And they were just screeching, as you saw, screeching and screaming the whole time. Luckily, we were the only ones there, so I wasn't panicked about it. If it was crowded or if there's even any other people there, I feel like I would have been like, no, be quiet, be quiet. It wasn't screams of brattiness or like tantrums. Like, there were screams of joy. Like, they were so freaking happy. And we were the only people there today, so it was like just like perfect because we got the whole place to ourselves and they could just run around squealing with delight, and all the employees were like so excited, like, oh my god, they're so cute, are they twins? Like, everyone like loved them. So it was just like the most freaking fun, and I can't wait to take them back. Tomorrow I'm getting like 14,000 vials of blood stolen from my veins. I'm so stressed about it, you guys. I really don't want to do it. I hate getting my blood drawn. I really don't like needles. You think I'd be used to needles by now, because once you're pregnant, like, girl, you have to get used to needles because they poke at you constantly, especially when I was pregnant with the twins. I had a nurse coming to my house and giving me IVs of different kinds of medicines and concoctions multiple times a week when I was pregnant with the twins because I was such a hot mess. And so I was constantly getting poked. And I remember when I was pregnant with Flynn, I was shocked that I had to get my blood drawn. I had no idea that that was part of pregnancy. I knew you'd have to go to the doctor. I knew that like you'd have to go to the doctor and they'd like put a Doppler on you and like you get a baby's heartbeat. But like, I had no idea how much you'd have to go to the doctor and how often you'd have to get your blood drawn and all these tests you'd have to do. Like, I had no freaking idea. And I remember when I found out, like right after I got pregnant with Flynn, like I had to go get my blood drawn immediately. And I was like, what? No, I'm not doing that. And I remember people being like, yes, you do have to do. I mean, you don't have to. You have consent over your own body. You can do whatever you want. But like, it's important to make sure that like everything is good and healthy and whatever. And I was like, no, do I have to? I don't want to do that. Like, I was so scared of needles. I was so freaking stressed about it. I like desperately didn't want to go. I tried every which way of thinking like, how can I get out of this? I had no idea that that was part of pregnancy, and that was very shocking to me. And obviously I went to every single appointment, got every bit of blood sucked from my veins that needed to be sucked from my veins to take care of my little babies. But like, that was a stressful situation to me. Cookies. Okay, this vlog is so unhinged. I need to go. I'm gonna eat some cookies and I'm gonna go to bed. Did I answer any questions? Was I answering questions? What was I talking about? I was talking about Disneyland. Ugh, I feel like there's so much more I could say, but this is too long, so I'm gonna be done. Anyway, thanks for watching, and please leave lots of questions for me for tomorrow because I'm going to the doctor tomorrow, and then Eric's got a doctor's appointment, and the kids have some appointments, and I think my sister's coming over tomorrow. I have therapy tomorrow. Tomorrow's a busy day, so I don't know how much I'm gonna be vlogging, so I think I'd rather do a bunch of tortilla talk questions, especially since I didn't get to do a tortilla talk this week because I did the Taylor Swift video. So leave some tortilla talk questions for me. I love your little questions, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, bye.